Hello, News Plus Notes readers. We're still here at Heroes and Legends at the Kennedy Space Visitor Center. We're here with Cecil and David from the Falcon's Creative Group. So what was the most difficult thing to do with this exhibit?
You know, it's interesting. Obviously, there's lots of challenges in all projects, but one of the difficult things, which would probably not be something you would think of, is choosing the stories to be told. That was a very big challenge because they were so amazing, the stories that we were hearing from a lot of the astronauts that we interviewed. And it's difficult to choose one, or four in this case for Act 2. How do you choose those? And that was a very, very challenging effort for us to hone it down to just those stories.
Okay, David, you guys are in charge of the legacy of the United States space program.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. How did it feel?
It's so exciting to finally be here at the opening. I think, you know, like Cecil said, seeing these stories come to life, seeing you know, guests experience it is incredible. It's the best part of the job.
Every 6 weeks.
So what is your favorite part of this entire exhibit?
Oh, there's so many. You know, going through when we're creating it, you know, it's all in a laboratory, it's all on our own vision, but to have guests actually go through it the way we anticipated, it's been so rewarding. But, you know, like I was saying earlier, a lot of these personal interviews with the astronauts was inspiring for me personally. These American heroes. You know, I grew up, my father was in the U.S. Navy for 22 years and was on the USS Hornet that picked up one of the Gemini rockets and capsules. And so to me it was a personal, you know, story even in my history. So some of the stories that were being told, we were able to put in these pods in a more intimate setting. So a lot of these interviews are one of my favorite experiences that I'm hoping that everyone gets to experience.
Well, when people come here, they can go into the individual pods, make their selections, and you can kind of keep coming back because you aren't going to see it all on one trip. David, did any of your heroes change after you started working on this project?
I don't know if change is the right word, but wow, I was blown away by just things and stories that I didn't know. So, I mean, I have so much more respect than I even did before for what these astronauts have done. I mean, some of those personal stories and personal experiences that you don't hear, you know, in the day-to-day kind of, you know, stories that are told over and over again. Getting a little deeper and hearing some of those new things was just amazing, and so I think if anything, you know, you go from, you know, being familiar with you know, several key astronauts to now just my eyes being open to say, wow, there are so many and so many more than I ever realized that did amazing things.
It has been a very widespread program. Thank you so much for both of you for putting it all together. And everybody, you can come here and see it at the Kennedy Space Visitor Center in Titusville, Florida. Thanks for watching.